All right, y'all. Welcome back. I hope everybody's enjoying their Fridays like I am, waiting for the playoffs to come on. But until then, let's speak about something that's been going on in the media that's been a little messed up. There's been a lot of things that's went on this week in the news, and some of the biggest some of the biggest people in media have gotten it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Number one is the Aunt Hefe situation. TMZ totally dropped the ball on that. Then you got Linda the Plug, who they also said that she came down and filed for divorce against Adam. And I thought it was a little bit weird, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't make any sense at the time. So, um, number one, let's check out Lena the Plug's response to her getting a divorce. So, just hold on 1 second. This is this is her response right here. Um, the crazy thing about it is when TMZ when TMZ put out the news clipping about it, it seemed like Adam. It seemed like Adam. He kind of went through with it. You know what I mean? He looked at it as a situation to where he can use it for a clout moment. You know what I mean? He even went to his Instagram and said something about any black girls that want to marry him or whatever, to holler at him, but I guess that's not what really happened, you know what I mean? So, all right, so here's Linda the Plug's response right here. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. Let's get to it. All right, I think this is it right here.
If you don't believe me, I honestly don't blame you. Someone who is not me has been trying to file for divorce on my behalf. I know this because they've been filling out the paperwork incorrectly, and so it is being sent to my house. It happened in, I think, March and then in April. I guess they finally figured out how to properly file for divorce because now there's a legitimate case number at the courthouse under my name. They have been forging my signature, and I know who they are because my name is on the check that got sent to my house claiming that I want to be divorced. Now, this TMZ article came out, so I have to tell you guys about this.
Now, the weird thing about it is when I first seen this, I thought it was cap, and the news went all around social media. I seen Lush put up respond to it, and he went on Facebook and said something about his home. He feels bad for his homeboy, and the situation that he's going through with the divorce. He went. Adam went to his Instagram and he responded to it. Any black girls that want to get with him, he'll buy him a car. Adam, man, he's gonna take advantage of any clout situation that comes around. So here she goes right here.
It claims that I filed for divorce on my birthday. On my birthday, I was on Rodeo with Adam and my daughter shopping for my birthday, not at the courthouse filing for divorce. This article claims that I only get $3,000 a month in spousal support and that I have no access to any of our other.
That's what threw everybody off right there. Like people thought like Adam was pimping her or something. When they heard that news, you know what I mean? It like whole social media, the whole YouTube world. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Other finances. Basically, implying that like Adam sends me out to work and then just hoards all of my money. Not true. We're both breadwinners, but I make more most of the time finances. So not true. I know that everyone out there was like so hyped, like everything that they've ever believed about us. They're like, yeah, we knew they weren't going to make it. They're divorcing. Not true. But what an insane story. Like, how am I going to undo this? When I called the courthouse to be like, is there actually a case number under my name? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, so what do I do? They're like, we don't know because like you filed it. I'm like, but not me, this other person who I guess we can call like a crazy psycho stalker fan, maybe. My theory is that they're talking to a catfish person who's pretending to be me and claiming that like
How does somebody go down to the courthouse and file for divorce in your name? You know what I mean? I don't get it. I think they wanted to use this for a clout situation from the jump. And I think the way Adam look at it is, there's no losing in a clout situation. You know, so man, I just kind of don't get it. It really doesn't make any sense.
Adam does all this awful stuff to me, help me get out of it type thing, send me money, I need help. And so they're being duped by this person. This same person, because I know who they are, I know their name, had the cops come to my house 2 different times filing a wellness check. And I had to tell the cops, like, come in, I'm not. So yeah, now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to undo this because I did not file for divorce. It sounds made up, but it's not. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Look at the smile on her face, though. I don't know, bro. You would think that if this was a situation of fraud, that she would be taking this a lot more serious and hiring somebody to figure out where this is coming from. I, I don't know. I just don't dig it.
I know you wanted it to be true so bad, internet, but it's not. 10 years strong. We're still going. This story is so insane.
All right, so yeah, that was that, and see, I'm not sure if they're playing some little out situation or whatever, but I'm gonna say it like this: it's gonna be a situation one of these days to where nobody, it's gonna be like the boy that cried wolf. When something really happens, nobody's gonna believe it. You know what I mean? Because the way they play these little clout games and stuff all the time. You know what I mean? So, but the moral to the story is TMZ and array of other social media news channels or whatever got all of this stuff wrong, and they put it out there like it was the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as media, we got to get this shit right, man. Got to figure this shit out and stop putting out bunk information, because you start a domino effect to where people start believing this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So let's get it together, man. That's the end of that. Everybody hit that like button. Thank you.